This piece is to all the faces you've ever been, and I pray you're blessed as you listen. Amen. I say a prayer for all the faces I've ever been. I say a prayer of gratitude for the different ways in which they loved me or did not. I say a prayer as I shed their skin. Wild face. I'll burn a hole in your carpet if you leave me kind of face, because I do not know how to love myself. Shy face. When I say I'm shy, I mean shame has become a second language and I have never forgotten the words. I'll sit still with the shadows and pretend like I'm fine if you shatter this heart kind of face. Because I do not feel good about a lot of things, but hiding isn't one of them. I'll sit with the darkness because all I know is grief. Raz face. I'll always be a little too much but never enough for the wrong ones, including that one in my head who is never pleased, no matter how much I bend over backwards, this way or that. Look just how flexible I can get. Scared little girl. You've fallen multiple times over but reason every time. Why do you fear falling again? Wild roses and thunderstorm kind of face. Depression has known me by my given name, but all this pressure is because there's a diamond in the making, or so they said. Fake delicate laughter kind of face. Because I want to be porcelain precious, you will treat me like I'm fine china. Even though I treat myself like the shadow of an existence. Looking into the mirror, seeing a broken lady saying hi. I need help. Because my life is beginning to look like the reprint of the Book of Lamentations. Cloak yourself in poetry face. Name yourself all over again kind of face. Good child, bad child, shedding skin every season kind of face. Shall we talk about how I packed my bags to leave the city and the pain following behind? Hiding under the scanty lace undergarment I bought for 700 naira each at the market, tucked and folded neatly in my purple nail box. Small town girl. I go comot Ibadan. I go enter Lagos. Big dreams girl. Fluent in about 2 languages of love and a few more of pain. Every tear I've held back has poured out and evaporated in these dark clouds I call my insecurities. I've made peace with the pieces of my heart that has ended up with thieves. I ended up doing funny things and lifting only hands. Cutting skin and bleeding out. Having scars no one can see. Till I became tired. Tired of the pain, guilt, shame. Of not feeling like I'm good enough. Tired of feeling like my whole life is crushing down. So I sat her down one day. I looked into the mirror and said, hey you. You will take off the garment of shame because it is soaked with guilt and the stench is heavy. Because you are tired. Because your fathers and your mothers, your siblings and your children on their way are counting on you. Because your life is a proof of when God partners with a person and calls it Genesis. Because Amara said, you can't shame the shameless. Because Yahweh shows you his sleeve and said, look, I bleed too. And even though the ink don't always flow pretty, the magic is still right there. So why would you call yourself a sinner when God has made you washed? Are you saying Christ is not doing his job? How would you call yourself a failure and be associated with Christ? How would you walk with your heads down when you are meant to be seated in heavenly heights? Because you are humongous. You are resourceful. You are the substance of everything hoped for. You are the proof of what's never been seen. You are complete. You are resourceful. You are so beautiful. You are whole and your soul is complete. You are worthy of love that is whole and complete. So don't you dare forget your absolute magnificence. Because you, my darling, are a beautiful poem written in shiny gold ink with the finest of handwriting. Because all are rooting for you.